You may have heard the phrase Ohio's largest playground, and chances are you've been there. We're talking about Warren County, home to record-crushing roller coasters, awesome outdoor adventures, and incredible food and shopping scenes. Each year, the Warren County Convention and Visitors Bureau presents the Best of Warren County Awards, and these awards recognize Warren County's many outstanding local shops, restaurants, events, and attractions. And to tell us more about Ohio's largest playground and these awards, we're joined by Scott Hutchinson with the Warren County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Good morning, Scott. So great to have you.
Thank you very much for having me. Happy to be here.
Yeah, happy to have you. How did the Best of Warren County Awards get started? I'm curious about that.
Yeah, sure. So our role at the Warren County CVB is essentially to show people from outside of the area all of the awesome tourist kind of friendly attractions that we have going on year round in our area. But the Best of Warren County Awards were created years and years ago, kind of as our way to gauge what our locals love, the kind of attractions, restaurants, shops, all those kind of things, so that we can then in turn tell the people who are coming to town kind of what the coolest local places that they should check out.
Yeah, maybe kind of give them a guide or something
right,
like
exactly.
that, right?
When people travel, oftentimes they don't want the cookie cutter tourist experience. They want to do what the people who live there like doing. So that's kind of the whole idea behind it.
Yeah, it can kind of be overwhelming. So it's it's kind of nice to have something that's pared down for you a little bit. Tell me about the nomination process, Scott, for this.
Sure. So every year there is a nomination process and then a final voting process that we do. And the nomination process kicks off actually on January 12th, so Friday. And on ohioslargestplayground.com, that's our website, people will be able to go. There's 28 different categories this year that cover all kinds of different entertainment offerings in our area. People can pick their favorites, favorite local businesses across those 28 categories. And then ultimately the ones that get the most nominations are named finalists, and there's a final voting period that follows up that.
Okay, so let's lean in a little bit to the areas that are covered in this process.
Sure. So the way I kind of pitch our county, we are the bridge essentially between Cincinnati and Dayton. So in Warren County, you're talking Carlisle, Franklin on the northern end, Lebanon, of course South Lebanon, parts of Loveland, Mason, Middletown, Monroe. You got Springboro. And then some, smaller communities, Harveysburg and Corwin, Mainville. So there's a whole bunch of them across the whole county. And of course, there's tons of different attractions within that area, be it amusement parks, huge festivals. And it's funny because when we talk about the awards, we try not to, push certain attractions over others out of fairness, and again, we do have a ton of different stuff going on there.
Yeah. But it's hard because Waynesville is that for the Sauerkraut Festival.
Oh,
right?
Sure, Sauerkraut and the Renaissance Festival is up there, and there's tons of stuff happening literally throughout the whole county. And it's funny too because I grew up in the area, so I you never think of your own backyard as a tourist destination, but we had a few years ago set a record 13 million visitors to the area for our different attractions.
13 million.
Right. So the Ohio's largest playground name definitely kind of fits the bill for sure. So.
Wow. So Scott, is there anything else in Warren County that's happening for the year that you want to tell us about?
Absolutely. So a whole lot is going on in 2024 that we're very excited about. Of course, the big news this past year was that our tennis tournament is staying put here in Southwest Ohio, which is huge. Another huge exciting thing that happened this past year is Fort Ancient Earthworks and Nature Preserve, which is up in Oregonia, so just kind of north of Lebanon, is home to 2,000 years of Native American history there.
Wow.
And this past year, they just were named a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, so by the United Nations, which puts them on kind of the same tier as the Statue of Liberty, the Great Wall of China, all these world wonder kind of places, and it's right here in Warren County. So
I didn't know that.
Right,
I'm sure our audience didn't know that either. That's awesome.
And then of course, the Kings Islands and Great Wolf Lodges and all the festivals that we touched on are happening every year. So we're expecting big things for sure in Warren County this year.
So you talked about the nomination process. When can we expect the winners to be announced?
So the winners will be announced. The final voting phase is in February, and then the winners will be announced on March 1st.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll definitely look for that. And if you want to submit a nomination, where can we go to do that?
That is ohioslargestplayground.com, our website. And again, it starts on January 12th.
Okay, and is there a limit to how many you can submit? Because you just mentioned there's so many attractions.
Yes, so we do limit it to one nomination per category per person. So the idea there is to, we obviously want people to drum up support for their favorite businesses, but not, click all day long and send the ballots going crazy.
Yeah,
so,
don't stuff the box.
So
right.
that is our one rule. But we encourage people for sure to participate in all 28 categories if they've got favorites across all of them. So.
Yeah, sounds really exciting. Where can people, go to learn more about this?
It is ohioslargestplayground.com.
Okay, Scott, thanks so much for coming in and telling us about this. And
thank you very much for having
people will start to get online and start to click.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And vote for the winner.
That's
okay,
right.
Thanks so much. We
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
very much.
All right.